I was very shocked to learn that about 99% of the pickleball business owners do not have the thing that I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. And if you are thinking about creating a website for your pickleball club or your pickleball coaching business, or you have another business in pickleball, stay tuned, because this is going to save you a lot of money. It's also going to make you a lot of money and save you a lot of time by going back, oh, actually, I should have done that a long time ago. So back when the internet first came out, what did we have happen, right? Lots of websites came out. And essentially, these websites became a brochure for the company. All right. So you would go there and you would find out, and there's the about page and there's all the different pages and content. And that's fine. Okay. That's really cool. But what happened over time is people started to understand the importance and the power of email marketing, because people started to realize that when people go to a website, they have a low attention span. And if it doesn't immediately meet their need for what they want in that moment, then they're going to leave. Especially, and this is going back to my previous videos, if someone's at a different stage of awareness in the business. So for example, if someone is like right now, they want to play pickleball, they want coaching, they want to join a club, that kind of energy, yes, your website, if it's optimized, is going to convert them into a purchase. But here's the reality. Most people are not in that stage, okay? Some people are curious. They're just hearing about pickleball. And so they're going to a website to learn about something. And if you don't grab their details, okay, if you don't grab their email address, if you don't have another way for people to connect with you, then what happens is they leave and then they go somewhere else. And so basically, this video is about you understanding the difference between a website and a marketing funnel. And so a website, this is the way that I want to explain it. You want to see a website, which we should have, by the way, as kind of like, and see it as a brochure, right? Lots of different pages with all the things that you do. But what you want to have, especially if you're starting a pickleball business, you don't really actually need to start with a brochure site. What you want to start with is actually a marketing funnel that is actually a marketing machine. And what I mean by machine is that it's set up in a way that is specific to a target demographic, of which then you continue to market to by adding value and then converting them over time into a paid student or paid customer. Now, for some people who come into this marketing funnel, and the way that you want to see this, by the way, is like I like to think about it like a pickleball machine, right? Think about the balls as you load up a pickleball machine, as that being the funnel. And then they're in there, right? And then they pop out, right, the other end. Well, when it pops out, I want you to see that as the sale. But while the pickleballs are in there moving down, essentially they're moving from the top of not knowing about you, and within all of those balls, I want you to see that as the stirring of value, okay? The stirring of value and trust, which comes from education, which comes from shifting people's beliefs, overcoming people's fears. And so if you check out my previous videos on the different levels of awareness, it's important for you to understand that someone coming in, for example, they just heard about pickleball. What you want to do is you want to draw them in with information that's going to move them closer towards a purchase with you. Now, for some people, that's going to be a week. For some people, it's going to be 6 months. For some people, that's going to be a year. But by your repetition of marketing, then that's how you actually do it. So yes, it's important to have a website, but it's actually even more important to understand the concept of a funnel and the key things that you actually need to draw someone in to be able to convert them into a paid student. For example, I shared on my Instagram this past week a few different things that you can actually give away. So for example, downloadable PDFs, because people like to read, a video series, okay, a quiz, okay, case studies. All of these things are things that you can put together in order to bring people closer towards purchasing with you. I'm currently working with a pickleball coach, and we're building her PDF download, because she works with over 50s in the pickleball space. Okay, so the first stage is to obviously create that free gift, and then put it on your website and have people be able to download it. Now, the trouble with this whole concept of funnel is that it takes work. right? It takes, first of all, education in what to create, and then you've actually got to put it into place, and there's all the different mechanisms. Okay, by the way, if you're interested in seeing one of these in action, in something that I've actually created in the Pickleball space, comment funnel below and I'll just send you a link, and you can actually just go and use that and go through the whole process. So it's better to actually go through something and understand how it all works than sometimes just explaining it to you. But in this video, I just really wanted to cover the basics. Okay, the basics. My intention for this video is give you the understanding of the difference between a website and a funnel. Okay, so essentially a website's the brochure, and the funnel then is drawing people in to build trust with them by you giving away something. For example, one thing that book authors do a lot is give away, something I've done in the past is give away a downloadable PDF of the book, right? And then they get to consume that because on the back end, they're selling and offering something else, which is a higher end program. So these are called, the thing that's essentially on the marketing funnel is called a lead magnet. And essentially what that is that they call it a lead magnet because essentially it's something that is put together of value to turn that into a lead of which you then nurture the lead. So once you've got the lead and someone's given you their name and email address, there's the process of nurture, okay, which is that Pickleball machine that I talked about of you building up the trust. Okay, so then when trust rises, as trust rises because we've learned something, or we've had a shift in belief, or we've moved someone from A to B because they watch a video of yours and then they go and take an action and then they get a result. Especially if someone gets a result before they work with you because of something that you teach or something that you've said, or they, for example, if you share something and then they make a purchase and then they enjoy that purchase, trust goes up and they're more likely to hire you. Now, the importance also of the funnel is that you stay, and I want you to write this down, staying front of mind. Because once you've generated the email address, what you want to do is continue to market and continue to add value. And people struggle with this, especially in the Pickleball space. I've noticed it in themes and conversations in the Pickleball space. And this is such a key component of what I teach in my Pickleball Mastermind, which is understanding how to add value, right? One way, by the way, of adding value is just to understand somewhere that you've been, something that you've overcome and something that's shifted, and now you're in a different place, right? So my intention for these videos is to provide value to you by teaching you things that you don't know, so that hopefully there's then a new level of awareness that helps you to take a different action, that helps you to make money, that helps you to attract more students, that helps you to actually grow your business and scale your business. So every time I come on these videos, my intention is to add value. So it's really important for you to understand how to add value, understanding how the funnel works, the process of nurture, and then also understanding the data. Because one of the things that you're going to have behind the scenes when you go and choose a platform to put this together, you don't want to pick the wrong one. Okay, you want to pick something that enables you to build funnels, not just have a website. And unfortunately, a lot of the time, and this is a big mistake, people go and they pick a platform that doesn't have the functionality to put a funnel together, or for you to nurture that audience, okay, and for you to build trust with that audience, and for you to be able to see the data. I talked to quite a few people, and they maybe have a platform that even does funnels, but there's no way to look at the data, and you have to be able to look at the data. For example, my YouTube videos. Behind the scenes, when I'm doing my videos, I'm looking at the click-through rate. I'm looking at what videos get most subscribers. I'm looking at the ones that are, people are enjoying the most, so I can do more of it. So having data and understanding that data is actually a really important part of your growing your business, because you make tweaks. Just like in Pickleball, you make a small adjustment and that increases your performance. You also, in your business, want to understand that the data behind the scenes, for example, if someone goes and lands on your website, are they doing anything? Are they taking an action? Because it's those data-based decisions that drive your behavior to make tweaks and adjustments. And systems are really important in business. So you've got to look at the data, because if, for example, I'll give you another example, which is, on an opt-in page, which is the page that people put their name and email address on, you want to be going for at least 20%, right? So if you don't know that number, if you don't know that metric, then you can't optimize, because most likely if you have a lower rate, then what's causing that is not the right headline, right? Or maybe a grouping of the images. And so it's all of these marketing things that make it really important. So something that I'm building and working on is like building this so that you don't have to do it. By the way, comment funnels if you're interested in seeing that again, so that you don't have to do the work. Because I'll be honest with you, it's years and years of education to learn copywriting, learn funnels and other stuff. And for some of you watching this, you want to learn that and you want to produce it. And that's great. I think that's totally awesome. But for some of you, you may need a solution for you to be able to, just have that done so that you don't have to worry about it. For example, the opt-in page where people put their name and email address in, the sequence of emails, the at least 7 emails and text messages that people get to keep people interested. And the reason why that's important is that people want speed. Think about your purchasing decisions. Think about when you want something, how quick you want it, right? So the process when you build a marketing funnel, and also how you communicate with people and the speed of which they are being contacted. For example, the great thing now is that there's automations, there's things that can trigger action so that you're saving time and money. What is the impact of this on a business? It's profound, because once you understand the concept of marketing funnels and you understand the concept of optimizing that funnel, it actually is fun. It's a little bit overwhelming to start with, but it's actually fun when you get into it, because you make a change and then you notice a difference. You make a headline change and then suddenly the conversions, which is an important word, the conversions go up and you start to get more sales. And so a challenge for business owners, which is something that I really actually enjoy, is the process of optimization of systems, right? When it comes to marketing funnels. I don't want this to overwhelm you, but I do want it to inspire you for a better understanding, so that you know that now you're actually ahead of the game when it comes to the way that you think before you go and create that website, that marketing funnel. By the way, it's still important to have an about page. It's still important to have your different products and services, but it's also really important to create that funnel so that you put people in the top and then they move through a process. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that button and I'll see you in another video. I'm going to do more videos on funnels. If you'd like me to do more, post your questions in the comments. I'd love to hear from you about the things that you would like to learn more about your website. Also, if you would like for me to look at your existing site and give you feedback, okay, post your website link below and I'll do my best. I'll see you very soon. Take care.